I went to Disney World in Florida, and I packed half of the suitcase so that I could return with all of this. It was a full suitcase upon my arrival back home. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I got. This is going to be one heck of a haul, so strap yourselves in. I needed to get this Darth Vader cap. Did I mention that it was a 6-hour flight on the way home and the air was very dry in the airplane? Rolling forward, I needed to have this cap because it was very bright. There weren't many clouds in the sky, at least when I had a chance to do the Star Wars guided tour at Hollywood Studios on a media pass. I was very grateful for that opportunity. Oh, did I also mention that I happened to land in Florida, in Orlando, in the middle of tornadoes? Well, not in the middle of tornadoes. I'm saying that there was tornadic weather. I didn't fly into the actual tornado. I needed the cap because it was bright out when I went outside. And it was a Vader cap on site with Walt Disney World on the back. And on the nether side of the bill on the cap, there is an Imperial insignia. A Darth Vader cap that I didn't have before. A nice memento for the trip that I will continue to use. The first hotel I stayed at happened to be a Disney resort, and they left 4 chocolates on the 2 beds, even though it was just me on this trip. Diana and Jedi were supposed to go with me when we were scheduled to do the Star Wars Day at Sea Disney cruise, and then I got sick. So it was just me this time around. I brought the chocolates home specifically for Diana. I better make sure that Jedi doesn't see these. They're currently out and about at the zoo with Diana's family, which gives me an opportunity to show you everything that I got. Here, these 3 items were specifically from a friend of Darth Vader, Josh Bugg, and this is a Vader Down variant cover, only available at Disney parks. I didn't have this one, so I'm very, very happy to have this. And then 2 droids, R5-M4 and R2 Boo. These droids, specifically in the packaging from Droid Factory, are only available at Disney parks. So I'm very happy that Josh got these for me. Can't wait to play with these as well as the other droids that I will show you here in just a tiny bit. Liz got this sweatshirt. It's a very light sweatshirt with Vader print on it for Diana. I don't have it splayed out entirely, but just imagine it's a sweatshirt with Darth Vader on it. That will fit Diana. Thank you, Liz. Liz also got a few other things, and I did my best to lay things out appropriately. 2 sets de regalo. I don't know if I understand that language as much as you might. Filled with Darth Vader items. 2 of them, 1 for me and 1 for Jedi specifically. I'm going to keep mine in the package and open Jedi's so that she can play with it. Liz also, for some reason, didn't want her Death Trooper Vinylmation figure. So I'll be placing that amongst the other Vinylmation figures that we have, the other Star Wars Vinylmation figures. We don't have many of them. I haven't really spun up a collection of these. They're neat, but I think we're not going to be complete as far as the Vinylmation goes, at least as far as I know. And if I am not mistaken, was that Diana behind me? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show everybody else what's going on here. You haven't even seen half this stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I got craft dinner, 2 craft dinners. One, I'd imagine Jedi would be able to eat. This one, I think I'm going to keep in the box with Darth Vader on it. Yeah, that's for you.
Is it really?
Yeah,
I was just going to say, this is so cool.
That is yours.
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, that is cute.
Liz also got me this Darth Vader Tsum Tsum pin. At least I think that's a Tsum Tsum. It looks like one. I'm probably going to be keeping it on its backing. It looks like it's in prime condition. Very, very happy to have that. I did not have that in my Vader pins. She also must have picked up a Cineplex magazine, specifically with Jyn on the cover. I'll read a few of the articles. When she went to see Rogue One, she got a Darth Vader cup topper. Nice to have this one in translucent packaging, since the other one I have, unfortunately, is in opaque packaging, so I can see this and keep it in the packaging, for collector's value. She also had a Star Wars bag with Darth Vader on one side and Yoda on the other. That will be kept in the collection. I actually do have a Darth Vader bag collection, believe it or not. Some temporary tattoos for Jedi. Big tattoos. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to use these immediately because they are rather large, and Jedi is still, well, not as large. She's bigger than the tattoos, but her hand is not necessarily bigger than the tattoos right now. When we were out shopping, because I needed lip balm, Liz ended up finding this that I purchased with a gift card, courtesy of go.tagjag.com/free apps. A Darth Vader adult poncho, one size fits all, for like $3 or $4. Also this Darth Vader luggage tag, for a couple of dollars. Okay, now let's see. Where do I go from here? All right, I guess I'm just going to keep on and moving with the objects. This was my magic band. It was very plain. I had that when I was staying at one of the Disney resorts, which was kind of fun. I stayed on a club level. It's nice to have speaking engagements and being able to go to places where Star Wars happens to be prevalent. And it was a good experience for the most part. So I'm probably going to hold on to the band. Won't likely use it again, but maybe Jedi could play with it. I should also point out that Liz put all of the stuff for our family in this bag, a Darth Vader bag with a Death Star behind him. Did not have that particular design, so I'm very, very grateful for it. On the Star Wars behind-the-scenes tour, or the guided tour as they call it, they gave me some stickers to bring home to Jedi since she wasn't able to come with us. I was specifically looking for something like the Rebel or Resistance insignia that I could wear permanently, and I think I found something online separate from the Disney parks, but a ball cap with that logo that I plan on wearing indefinitely here, if only because I am in the Resistance. And so it's nice to have those stickers to give to Jedi. She'll figure out something to do with them. I also had the opportunity to, thanks to Liz's family being an annual pass holder, getting this design with Jedi's name as a Padawan label, and this was only like a couple of dollars. I can't think that I would be able to do that here. I think you have to be on site to do these name tags. So Jedi will have a nice badge with her name in Aurebesh listed as a Padawan. I also saw this, even though I found this online before, I never ordered it. Queen Amidala and Princess Leia Deluxe Dress Up Set. What you can do is you can effectively pop the body out of the dress and put, or at least the pieces out of the dress and the head, and you can mix and match between Amidala or two of Amidala's costumes or uniforms, or no, what would you call those? Dresses, okay, for the lack of a better word, as well as two of Princess Leia's outfits. I suppose those would be outfits. So it was kind of nice. Not incredibly configurable, but I think Jedi will have a lot of fun with it. Apologies for the reflection of the light behind me. They had a penny press, and I got 6 of these in one penny press, and then 3 of them in a separate penny press. I didn't have to turn the crank with the pennies, but I did have to furnish my own pennies for these 3. If you ordered the... Oh, I'm sorry, did I say 6? 8. I got these 8 in one press, and they're various designs. We got a Stormtrooper X-Wing. We have a Millennium Falcon, Kylo Ren with Stormtroopers, the C-3PO R2-D2 BB-8, First Order Stormtrooper. That is Princess Leia. I want to say it's Princess Leia. It's difficult to see, at least from where I'm sitting. The Rebel Insignia, or Resistance Insignia, Yoda, R2-D2, and then I got another one of these, and I'm going to see what Jedi thinks about this particular coin, because I figured she'd have a lot of fun with these. If I had a chance to do it again, I'd probably get a different set for her, but I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet, because I don't know how she's going to react to them. But I think it would be kind of fun for her to play with these, if only because they sound like fun. Well, okay, it sounds interesting. They look interesting. They're fun, right? I mean, they're collectibles. You make the collectibles. As many of you know, when I go on trips to different locations, I pick up a deck of cards based upon that location or a place at that location, and so I found these Orlando attractions. I went to none of these. Effectively, I did not go to Epcot Center. I only had time to go to Hollywood Studios for the guided tour, and so I got her Orlando cards, but I also got a dual deck of playing cards at the Disney parks. Rather nice, and I think for a pretty decent price, which includes the tin and 2 decks of cards. They'll probably stay in the tin and in the wrapping until she's ready to understand kind of what's going on with playing cards, but that's kind of the idea when I needed to find or wanted to identify a souvenir that I could pick up at pretty much any location where I happen to be away from home or on a trip, so to speak. And cards, I think, are pretty cool. I mean, and they could be fun if she gets into playing cards. I also picked up some figurines in the Disney figurines line. To my knowledge, the Star Wars Rebels figurines are Disney Park exclusives, so she did not have these yet. I was a little surprised to see that Sabine did not come with her helmet. But still, I think she's going to appreciate these. She's been having fun playing with them as we've set them downstairs, and we will get to opening those sooner rather than later. I picked up a Magic Pass with a Stormtrooper, not realizing that later I would find one with a Darth Vader, but by then, well, I already had a Stormtrooper one, and I knew I had a Darth Vader Magic Pass at home that I picked up years ago online, because I never thought I'd be able to get one in person. Surprise, surprise, I could. But I thought this was kind of neat to have, and maybe a Jedi will appreciate possibly having that if she wanted something on her wrist, although she's not really into wearing things apart from clothes outright, and sometimes it's a challenge to get her in those. So they will be here potentially for her to use at some point in the future. I've been picking up some Pez dispensers for her, and I didn't have a First Order Stormtrooper for her yet, so got that. Diana will likely eat the candy. We'll take that out of the packaging at some point in the future. At the Disney parks, they have Disney racers, and this one's styled like Yoda. There's Kylo Ren, there's a Snowtrooper, and Darth Maul. What's interesting is that just recently, and it arrived when I had been traveling, I picked up a set of used or opened Star Wars racers and did not have these four, and these were like buy three, get one free. So she's going to have, or we are going to have, a set of Disney racers styled better or more like the characters than I've seen other Star Wars vehicles much like, or designed much like these. That'll be a lot of fun to play with. She kind of likes playing with the little vehicles, and it's kind of fun to see her play with things and identify who the characters are with cars. I picked up this for Dad. Liz's eye caught it. It's a Star Wars Hawaiian shirt, or styled like a Hawaiian shirt, with all sorts of Star Wars vehicles on it, X-Wings and Star Destroyers, and I think that is the, what do they call it? The Star Tours vehicle, that. Because I got that too as a toy. Although the package didn't quite make it all the way, I should have packed it better. So I may have to get another one to keep one inside the box and to remove another one to play with. But that is, I think, that vehicle. And that's what the vehicle looks like on the Star Tours ride. I rode that. It was a lot of fun. I did not get motion sickness. In the Star Wars experience, the guided tour, you got to wear this badge around, and so you got special privileges. They also gave you a name tag, so I was Hoth, and that was a seating assignment specifically for dinner. That's the reason why it says Hoth. And I did not have one of these that had Hoth on it. I had one with my first name on it, however. These are the Droid Factory Build-A-Droid containers. I got 10 of them. I will show you them in a bit. I have all the stickers there. I have not named all the droids. I did not have this Darth Vader pin. It's really difficult to explain. This is kind of like a rubbery nipples, for the lack of a better description there. And it feels funky in the hand. Did not have that design, so I was like, yeah, I'll take another Darth Vader pin, no problem. I also got some Star Wars chocolate, specifically because it has Darth Vader on the box. For the most part, it survived the trip. We have a couple of scuffs on it, but I'm probably going to be not eating that because Darth Vader is on the box. I also found this, a photo clip frame with 3 Stormtroopers on it on a base with the Imperial insignia. In transit, unfortunately, one of the hands with a gun snapped off, and I had to re-adhere that today. You wouldn't know it, I mean, apart from seeing it outright, but yeah, I thought it was kind of neat, and we could clip photos up here. There's a little kind of an alligator clip behind the Death Star there. You see that? It's kind of neat. I think as far as all frames are concerned, I like that as a general design. Let's see here. Moving along, not done yet. I was able to get a Sith Lord, Pirillo Sith Lord. That's Pirillo and Aurebesh. And Pirillo Jedi Master. It comes like that. You can see it's kind of got scrapes and scuffs, but that's a part of the design. It's battle worn. I really wanted that one. It has Darth Vader on it, but just in case, I'm feeling like, I'm fighting for the Resistance as a Jedi Master, I can have that one. I can wear that one in public. Thought this would be kind of fun for Jedi and I to play with. Darth Vader on one side, a good Darth Vader collectible, and Yoda on the other. Not really a snow globe, a glitter globe, so it's fun for the entire family. Diana would like it, Jedi would like it, and I would like it. It's very rare that you can find one thing that could please everybody. I think there are stars in there, too. I think. Oh, yep. There's at least one star floating around. Hang on. They're largely on Darth Vader's side. Oh, the stars are a little shy. Okay. Back here, when I was in the store looking for lip balm, I found this. The Mandalorian Talon Fighter. Had not found that yet as a part of the Hot Wheels Starship series. It is new, at least as far as I'm concerned. Had not seen it, so I snapped it up. I got these at the Disney Resort. They'll be for Diana. They are rice puffed chocolatey sweet treats, marshmallowy treats. I also got this for Diana. She doesn't really collect anything, and she likes food, so she gets a Princess Leia. Aren't you a little short on chocolate box? Dark chocolate, sea salt, truffles. We picked up some gift cards. Liz just grabbed them. They were free. We didn't load them, anything on them. These I'm probably going to take off of the cardboard and let Jedi play with them as pictures. I have one that's in better condition that I'm going to keep on card because Darth Vader's on it. I also got these 2 Disney pins for me. Both of them, of course, have Darth Vader on them, and I did not have either one of these designs as of yet, or until I got those 2. I also found more Tsum Tsums, the Attack of the Clones series, and I realized that the Tauntaun pouch, the Hot Tauntaun bigger Tsum Tsum pouch, is downstairs right now. Unfortunately, I can't show you that in this haul, but I did find them at Disney Parks, and it was a buy 3, get 1 free. And this is, again, is the Attack of the Clones series. Count Dooku, Padme, Anakin, Plo Koon, Aayla Secura, Jango Fett, and Mace Windu. The Disney Resort gave me this cooler, which is rather nice, and I said, well, I just couldn't leave that at home. Even though I don't necessarily collect Mickey stuff, I mean, it's a pretty nice design. It's a pretty clean design, and we'll use it for something sooner rather than later, I'd imagine. These are my droids. The droids I was looking forward to building. And if you're not familiar, basically, if you go to a Disney park, I would love if you built a droid for me. I'd be happy to pay for them, because they release new parts constantly. You get to basically put together the legs, the strut, the body, the head, and then a hat. And so you get all the pieces, you combine them. You can make your own designs, really. This is just the way that I assembled them because, I wanted the parts to match. I did my best with one of them, at least, because we had pretty much assembled every possibility that would look good when everything was put together. I'm not going to run through every single one of them because they don't have names. I need help with that. I do want to point out, however, I made this one for Jedi. It's R5-D4 because you've heard her say R5, R5. She recognizes R5, but I put the Mickey Mouse ears hat on this droid, and you can see reflecting there the Jedi insignia, the Jedi logo. So this is it's truly Jedi's R5-D4. That will be hers. And then you can see I've got a sombrero on this particular droid, a Santa cap there, more mouse ears, a top hat. This is Oswald the Rabbit. Those are his ears. You can tell they're a little elongated. An Imperial officer's cap, a Star Wars ball cap, and those were pretty much all the variations, plus the Sorcerer's Apprentice with Mickey ears cap there. This is Diana's. This is the best we could do. It's gold and silver and green with a sombrero, so it's kind of like Diana's. I think she's going to let me keep it in my collection, though. She's not really into building figures or collecting anything outright. I'm going to go ahead and stand up and give you, once again, an overview of the haul that I got when I went to Florida to speak in an event and had fun.